Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zang here, and today I'm very excited to basically kick off the debut for really the channel and all the new content I'm going to be creating starting today, really. If you didn't check out yesterday's announcement video, definitely check it out because it has a lot of important information regarding how I'm going to be conducting this channel in the next couple of weeks and months. It's nothing bad, it's just basically a lot of new and awesome content that I'm planning on doing. Of course, including that is a new team in Road to Ranked every Monday, so every week I'm going to be using a new team, of course doing a team analysis on it on the end of the week on Sundays. Today I'll be trying out Mega Lopunny with a pretty cool core of Lando-T, Aegislash, Sylveon, Hydreigon, Suicune, Pokemon you should be familiar with at this point, but Aegislash is one I have not used as much or ever really on Road to Ranked. So two new members, as we're just going to jump into the ladder. You know, I played a couple games with this team. It's done pretty well. Lopunny itself hasn't made a huge appearance yet, but I'd like to, you know, get some nice games with it. And I do think it's a Mega with a lot of offensive potential, as we're going to find an opponent from Japan with a rating of 1768. Also, in addition, since I do have so many new video content and ideas and whatnot, if you could show your support for Road to Rank by leaving a like on this video, I'd really appreciate it. I still want to make Road to Ranked a daily thing, and I definitely will if you guys show enough support for the series. So just leave a like, you know, it takes a second, and I'd really appreciate it. So, Pepe, my opponent here, has a awesome team. I have no idea what to expect. We see, first of all, the Gardevoir, Gyarados, and Amoonguss core, which is interesting because Sage and Park actually used that core to win the World Championships this past year. So it might actually be Mega Gyarados. And the other half is very interesting to me. Heatran being typically standard, but then Crawdaunt and Braviary. Wow. That is so cool. I don't really know what to expect. I really don't. And I know Braviary is Defiant, so I don't want to just lead Landorus here. Because if I do, that would be quite bad. Kind of want to go with Lopunny Sylveon, actually. Though, I don't... This Gardevoir is kind of an issue. Aegislash isn't bad. It can beat the Gardevoir. Aegislash, Sylveon. Actually, yeah, Aegislash Sylveon works because I actually have Wide Guard on Aegislash. I totally forgot about that. That can really help in this match. That can really help. You know what? I'm actually going to Hydreigon Aegislash knowing I've got Wide Guard. I'll keep Lopunny in the back because it can knock out Heatran, Crawdaunt. You know, do big damage. For the last one, Landorus is tempting because I can Earthquake, but you know, I think I want to bring Sylveon here because it just gets Hyper Voices off against everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sylveon. Let's see how this plays out. My opponent has an awesome team, so win or lose here, I'm excited to really see what's gonna happen here. And as you may have noticed, this video did go up a bit earlier than normal, just because I want to you know, upload at a more friendly time zone for Europeans, especially, so you guys don't have to like watch it before going to bed. So let me know if this time works out for you and whether you enjoyed it or not. We're gonna see Gardevoir and Amoonguss come out from my opponent here, which is not the best lead matchup, obviously, as he's going to Trace Levitate. Interesting. I could Wide Guard. So I could double into Amoonguss. I mean, the question here is, does Amoonguss Spore or Rage Powder? If I were my opponent, I think, or he could protect Hyper Voice, or Spore. Okay, it's not like Gardevoir can really touch Aegislash, so I really want to double into Amoonguss here. This is tough. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. Shadow Ball and Draco into it. Oh, sweet. He withdraws Gardevoir. So, no matter what, this turn's gonna work out in my favor. As, what is that? Wow, Braviary comes in. And he doesn't protect with Amoonguss. Awesome. So I get the Draco off. Let's see how much this does. If his Amoonguss is fast enough, he can outspeed me, but... Ooh, I might not actually be able to knock it out. That looks pretty specially invested, as Timid Life Orb Draco doesn't do as much as I expected. Whoa, what item is that? Citrus Berry? Oh my god, it's Citrus Berry Amoonguss. Did not see that one coming. Rocky Helmet is so much more common. And I am faster, so I get the stance change and the Shadow Ball off. But I'm going to be eating up a Spore here, which is bad. Let's see how much the Shadow Ball does. Yeah, I would have knocked it out, I think, if he wasn't Citrus Berry. Nice move by him there. Spray. Unfortunately, my Aegislash is going to fall asleep here. Man, I don't even know what Braviary can really do. I think he can Superpower. Props to my opponent for using one of these, though. I have never seen it used in VGC, so it's always pretty cool to see new Pokemon being featured, even if it's not on my end. And that is why I like Road to Ring so much. You know, you get to see all these awesome Pokemon being used. But let's see. Let's think this through. That was a really clutch Citrus Berry from that Amoonguss, because I would have been able to knock it out otherwise. So I made the right call, it just didn't work out in my favor. Let's see, normal flying type. Yeah, it gets superpower. Dang. Alright, I'm just gonna go for the safe protect here. I don't think he can knock out Aegislash. Oh, he's gonna withdraw Amoonguss, which is a great play on his end. Maybe Gardevoir's coming back in. Yep, it is gonna be Gardevoir. So getting that regenerator boost with the Amoonguss too as well. Tracing Levitate. Hydro protects. Let's see what Braviary goes for. If it goes for like a Tailwind, does it even get Tailwind? I think it does. So I Stance Change here, which is pretty cool because I can do that even when I'm asleep. So at least, you know, it's not forced into attack Blade form. Yeah, he goes for the Brave Bird into Hydreigon. Okay. So maybe it does not have a superpower. I mean, you'd have to assume he doesn't. I'm gonna Flash Cannon Guard here and Draco. I'm fine if I lose my Hydreigon because I get a free switch in into my Sylveon. He's gonna bring in Amoonguss again, which is a good play. You know, Amoonguss just gained back health. It is gonna be Mega Gardevoir, so that makes sense. I wonder if he's like got like the Imprison set, because if he has Imprison, that actually completely screws over my my Sylveon. But I do get a free Draco off here before fainting to an Hyper Voice, which you'd assume the Mega Gardevoir is gonna go for. Should probably do around 25 to 30%. Yeah. Okay, what does... And waking up with Aegislash would be really clutch. Oh, wow, he's a slow Gardevoir then. Maybe he went for Trick Room? I do wake up, though. That's a very fortunate turn of events, as I'm going to be able to get a Flash Cannon. Oh, missing out on the knockout. He did go for the Trick Room, though. Wow. I was like, Gardevoir shouldn't be that slow. A great Trick Room for my opponent there. Oh, that makes things, without pun intended, tricky. And I can't just King Shield here, because he can just Spore me, but then all he has to do here is... Oh my god, that was a clutch Trick Room from Mega Gardevoir. Very nicely done. What do I do now? Let's think this through. This is very intense. Yeah, I have such a lead in terms of damage, but him getting Trick Room up was really, really big. And Amoonguss is slower than Aegislash, so now it's faster, obviously. I mean, you'd have to assume Gardevoir is designed to be a Trick Room Gardevoir, so Hydreigon should outspeed it. So he would just Spore Aegislash and Hyper Voice here, I think. Wow, I got put in a bad position. Okay, I'm gonna actually Wide Guard and Dark Pulse. I don't even think Dark Pulse can knock out Gardevoir here. Wow, he protects too. What a good play. Ah, well done by my opponent. So I could have like knocked out Amoonguss there actually. He's gonna go for the Spore into the Aegislash spot, yeah. Not liking this. Not liking this. Okay. I mean, that did burn a turn of Trick Room though, which is good. So I'm obviously King Shielding here. I think I might have to sack Hydreigon here, unfortunately. Well, actually, no, I get a free Protect here because I attacked last turn. So I do get to burn another turn of Trick Room, which is good. So first turn sleep here. I did get very lucky with that wake up, but unfortunately that was not enough to knock out the Mega Guard. But there's not much my opponent can do this turn. Yeah, he's just going to Spore into Hydreigon and go for the Hyper Voice, as expected. And Aegislash takes that relatively well. Don't have leftovers though, since I'm running Weakness Policy. Okay. I'm going to try to Shadow Ball the Amoonguss now. I think I might just have to sack Hydra here. It's really done its job anyway. And I don't want anything... I don't want to switch out and let anything else in the back take a Spore, because Hydra's pretty weak to Gardevoir as it is. And my opponent, I don't know, might misplay here, like Protect with Gardevoir as he protected earlier on, though at this point in the game you should just Spore and Hyper Voice, in my opinion. It's not like Hydreigon carries Lumberry anyway. Yep, he just goes for the Spore. You know, I could have Flash Cannon the Gardevoir, but the thing is, I really need this Amoonguss gone right now, because under Trick Room, it's just too much of a beast. But the issue is, okay, so I outspeed guard, and I do take another turn of sleep, so I'm going to be eating up a Hyper Voice here, which is not going to be pretty with my Aegislash. Yeah, that brings me down to 46 HP, that's not good. Okay. I can bring in Lopunny here now. And I do get a free Fake Out. So that was the third turn of Trick Room, so Trick Room expires this turn. I kind of have to hope up I wake up here, though. I can just Fake Out and Flash Cannon. Well, I think the Braviary might be Scarfed. I don't know, I can totally see my opponent switching out right now into Braviary. Maybe I should Ice Punch it, expecting the switch out. I'm gonna make that call. I'm behind. Oh, okay, Guard switches out. Does Amoonguss switch out as well? I think that's Braviary coming back in. Oh, it's Crawdaunt! Oh my god, my opponent's got all the tech here. Okay, that was too hard of a read. I should have faked out Amoonguss. That was bad on my end. Yeah, he just goes for the Spore. Bad play on my end. Crawdaunt coming in too is a beast. Aegislash takes another turn of sleep too, which is unfortunate. Okay, so I take a turn of sleep with both Pokemon there. Okay. So I can still win this, especially because I've got Sylveon in the back, but it's going to be a challenge. I don't think Ice Punch can even knock out Amoonguss. He's probably going to Rage Powder and target Lopunny down, so I'm going to try to knock out this Amoonguss, and in the off chance I wake up and he doesn't Rage Powder, I can knock out Crawdaunt. He does switch out, so if I wake up here, that Crawdaunt's a goner. Braviary is going to come in, though. I just Shadow Ball that slot. I should have Flash Cannon. I do wake up. Oh, wow. Can knock it out, though? Oh, so close. I double wake up, and I'm faster, but Shadow Ball doesn't affect it there. He gets the Crab Hammer off, but Lopunny avoids it. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Very fortunate turn of events there. That's why I want to run High Jump Kick on Lopunny, but I just can't stand using High Jump Kick in VGC. So he's probably going to Brave Bird me now. Alright. Let's see. I think Sylveon's really the key to winning this game. Flash Cannon, and I'll return the... Okay, it has Protect. I really have no idea what to expect from my opponent's Pokemon right now. Yeah, but he's going to be Scarfed. I wonder if I can KO it with a Flash Cannon. Issue is I couldn't switch out Lopunny there, unfortunately. So unfortunately, Scarf Barrier just knocking out my new Mega Evolution here, as he's going to take some recoil damage, obviously, but Aegislash gets the Flash Cannon off. Let's see how much it does here. Ah, oh, almost knocks it out. So close. This is going to be interesting. So I'm obviously King Shielding here, and I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice. Braviary and Crawdaunt, and my opponent's up 4-2 right now. Props to you, man. You are using an awesome team. Yeah, I was hoping I could have knocked out the Crawdaunt there. He's not going to switch out with both, and Brave Bird shouldn't knock me out, so I should be able to pick up a knockout here, which is going to be interesting, because then it's going to be Amoonguss and Gardevoir against my two. Oh, he goes for the Aqua Jet into Aegislash. Okay, surprising he didn't try to double up into the Sylveon there. Maybe he's expecting Brave Bird to knock out, but it's not, especially if you look at my HP stat. Oh, wow, I hang on with 26 HP. Which is nice, but... let's see. So I'm going to pick up a double knockout here, but my opponent's going to get a free switch into the Gardevoir and Amoonguss. That Amoonguss has recovered so much. That Citrus Berry was actually the lifesaver here, and the Trick Room, of course. That was a very clutch play on my opponent's end as well. I was not expecting it, so Mega Gardevoir, Trick Room, just very awesome team in general. So he brings in Aegis Slash and Gardevoir. Okay. I mean, the wide guard play is obvious here, so I think he might protect with Gardevoir and Spore with Amoonguss. Let's see, 80 for both, right? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna double up into Shroom, and if he has like Psyshock, he basically wins with the Gardevoir anyway. Though then maybe I should target down the Gardevoir slot, because if he has a single target attack, he might not Rage Powder and just Spore instead. Oh, this is tough. Because I don't think Shadow Ball Hyper Voice will knock it out. But I'm gonna go for it. Okay, he does protect, so I made the right play there. But unfortunately, I don't think I can knock it out. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be close, but I don't think it'll be enough. So close. He's probably gonna hang on with like 5% or 10% at most. Unless I crit here. Yeah, so close. So close. He gets the Spore off against the Aegis Slash. Looks like it's gonna be game here. This was such an intense battle, but ultimately the bulk of my opponent's team was able to prevail. Oh, King Shield, but it's a lost cause. Unless somehow Sylveon outspeeds his Gardevoir. But I'm not counting on it. Oh, it is Trick Room Gardevoir, but I don't think it's gonna happen here. No, not gonna be the case. So I made the right call. Unfortunately, was not able to take it out. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game here. My opponent gonna knock my Aegis Slash and Sylveon out. Wow, props to my opponent. That Scarf Braviary was really clutch. I had no answer to it, especially because normally it's really a clever way to counter the metagame, right? Because you see all these flying types everywhere, or Talonflame is, the big one. So, like, most people, when they want a flying type on Pokemon on their team, they just slap a Talonflame on. My opponent here is like, no, I'm not going to do that because Talonflame's weak to Landorus T, so what other flying type can I use that's not weak to Landorus T? Braviary, which gets access to Defiance, so it actually worked out brilliantly for my opponent, and I had actually, like, not very many options against a Trick Room Mega Gardevoir team with Crawdaunt and Braviary, so shout out to my opponent for having an awesome team, and I can't be more glad to feature a team like that on Mega Lopunny, and or on Road to Ranked on Mega Lopunny. What am I saying? What I was gonna say is, unfortunately, Mega Lopunny did not get to do very much in that match, and I couldn't afford switching out into Sylveon because Sylveon was my win condition at that point. So basically, at the end, I basically needed high damage rolls against the Amoonguss or a crit, and if I did, I would have ended up winning. But if I didn't, I lost. But it was really close. You saw how low my opponent's HPs were. Of course, I got pretty lucky to start off with Given Loud. I was able to avoid the Crab Hammer, but also, I should have predicted a bit more aggressively. For example, when Braviary came in and it took the Shadow Ball without taking any damage, if I Flash Cannon that turn, you would have been in KO range instead of having an extra turn to get a Brave Bird off. And the main issue at the end there was the Sylveon had to feint to a Brave Bird as opposed to me knocking out the Braviary. And I'm thinking I might actually run Life Orb on this Aegis Slash because it's already offensive, and Life Orb would have given me the damage output I would have needed to knock out both the Amoonguss and the Braviary, so I'm thinking I might switch that up for the next episode, or yeah, the next episode. But hey, it was a really intense match, and my opponent had a very, very cool team. Like, one of the coolest teams I've seen in a while, so shout out to my opponent. I also want to give a quick shout out to Wolfie Glick for winning Florida Regionals yesterday. It was very exciting. We're going to find a 1795 rated player from Japan. But he had a team of Mega Banette, Mega Venusaur also, and I really hope to feature him on this channel because he's one of my best friends, and I'm very happy to see him win, and it's really cool, really. But very standard looking team here, a complete difference from the last game with Sylveon, Kangaskhan, Thundurus, Lando, Heatran, and Cresselia. So, let's see. Lopunny actually can do work here. I can just lead with Lopunny, actually. Kind of just want to lead Lopunny Sylveon and just spam fake out Hyper Voice from this first turn, though the Sylveon mirror match is real. Maybe that's not so smart. It's not a terrible idea, though, honestly. Like, he doesn't have any great ways to deal with it. Suicune, I don't know, I probably want to keep it out here. I hate facing Thundurus in general. Though Lopunny Landorus is also slightly tempting right now. The thing is, Sylveon just gets so much damage against my opponent from the start. I'm gonna go with it. Aegis Slash here is good, very good. I think a Landorus for the last one. I don't know, Hydra is good for damage output, but Landorus for the Intimidates is kind of nice, and I can at least switch into a Hyper Voice, whereas Hydreigon would faint. No, I don't know, maybe I should have led with Aegislash, especially because I have Wide Guard. Now, Aegislash is going to be important here because I do have Wide Guard, like I said, so that shuts down Earthquake, Heat Wave, and Hyper Voice, all which my opponent relies on. I don't expect to see the Kangaskhan lead here, but if my opponent leads with the Lopunny, he's just going to shut it down. That's the thing with Lopunny, it's like, your opponent's not going to lead with Kangaskhan most of the times if you have Lopunny on your team, but he's going to go with Kangaskhan and the, Lando, okay. Hey, that's not bad. Because what I can do is immediately fake out the Kangaskhan and just Hyper Voice. That is what I'm going to go for. Yeah. I mean, I could have played it a bit safer, like switched out Lopunny. I don't know. It might not be the best idea to... I don't know if... I mean, here's the issue with Landorus right now. Like, if it's Scarfed, he's going to want to Earthquake or Superpower. He's going to stay in with both, so unless the Landorus is going for the... the Kangaskhan's going for the Protect, which could actually make a lot of sense since it'll allow him to get an Earthquake off here. Let's see. We're both going to Mega Evolve, though. But... you know, I'm going to be faster, so I should get the Fake Out off, so we'll see what it goes for. Okay, perfect. This is ideal. I get a free Fake Out off. He flinches. Oh my god, he's just going for Rock Slide. If Sylveon doesn't flinch here, I am set. Oh. I can't... he went for the Rock Slide just for the flinch play and got it. That blows. Yeah, that's Pokemon, but man, that is frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna have to not go on tilt and try to recover from that. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my opponent in a bad position by switching out into Aegislash and Landorus. Oh man, like if I got a Hyper Voice off there, what I could have done was just low kicked Hyper Voice this next turn, but I don't think low kick knocks out Kangaskhan at -1. He's gonna withdraw Kangaskhan. Good switch there. See what comes in. It's going to be the Cresselia, which is fine by me because I just got in an Aegislash, and Aegislash is good to have against Cress. He has no answer to the Aegislash right now, which is important. And I get a Landorus, which of course is going to intimidate his. Ah, man, that sucks. Rock Slide is such a good move, though. Like flinches so often. So I take those attacks well, but let's see. His Lando is in a bad position. He has... potentially Sylveon, Heatran, or Thundurus in the back. I kind of want to just Shadow Ball and U-turn here. That's what I'm going to go for. Like, Lando isn't going to do anything. If he Earthquakes, that would actually be very foolish because I've got Weakness Policy on Aegislash, so I don't mind that. He's going to withdraw the Landorus, but I didn't want to double target into that slot because I don't know what his last one's going to be. It is Sylveon. That's actually great for me because I've got Wide Guard, so what I can do here is U-turn out, you know, get the double target free damage onto Cress, and then I can just Wide Guard Hyper Voice. So this is actually really fortunate. Shadow Ball might actually knock out Cress since I got a... oh wow, it's Rocky Helmet Cress. Since I got the crit there. So rough first turn, but still winnable. As I'm going to bring my Sylveon back in. Let's see. I guess my opponent realized he had no way to deal with my lead, so he just went for the flinch. But it's so frustrating knowing like I could have had such a big turn if he didn't get the flinch. And he does go for the Trick Room, which can actually be in my favor because now I'm slower, or I outspeed him with most of my Pokemon. And what I can do here is just King Shield and Hyper Voice. Huh. Oh, Helping Hand. Is he going for the Shadow Ball or is he going for the, wait, whoa. I pressed King Shield and not Wide Guard? Oh, wow. That was the weirdest, like, turn of events I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was gonna Wide Guard there, but he predicted my Wide Guard, went for the Hidden Power ground, and I obviously got the benefit of it. That was maybe the luckiest misclick I've ever had in VGC. Oh my gosh. Wow. So now I can just Flash Cannon. That's hilarious to me. I'm gonna actually withdraw Sylveon into Landorus to get the Intimidate off against him. I cannot believe what just happened. Guys, that was crazy. That was crazy. Like, if he went for the Hyper Voice there, I would have been done for, but... Wow. Oh, wow, he went for the Sucker Punch. That's gonna give me the Weakness Policy boost. Oh, but he probably doubled into Aegislash. I don't know how slow his Sylveon is, though. Let's see. Can HP Ground even knock me out? Oh, he went for the Hyper Voice. Wow, okay. As I'm going to be able to survive with both, and I get the attack off. That's going to knock out this Aegislash, or the Sylveon. Wow, I can't speak properly right now because I can't believe what happened that last turn as I knock out the Sylveon, which is great. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, I don't even know what to say anymore right now, man. Okay, so this is really good. Especially because I still got my nice old Lopunny sitting there in the back. So I'm up 4-2 right now. What I'm going to do is King Shield with Aegislash. And I'm going to bring in Sylveon once again. This way I get another Intimidate in, which is obviously just nice for reshuffling Intimidates. And don't really want Landorus in right now. Though, I don't know, maybe I should have sacked Landorus to get a free switch into Sylveon, because my opponent might be able to capitalize off this. I guess his one win condition is if he has Power Up Punch with the Kangaskhan, but we'll see. Yeah, I should have stayed in with Lando there. I shouldn't have just brought in Sylveon, but we'll see if my opponent manages to predict me here. Nope, he just Sucker Punches. Cool. And goes for the Rock Slide. Okay. Wow, I crits my Sylveon there. Just not getting any breaks here with Sylveon today. But that's fine. I don't think Sucker Punch is even going to knock me out. But I could actually have insurance by Flash Cannon the Landorus. I'm actually going to withdraw back out into... Maybe I should target down the... Shadow Ball? Or Wide Guard. Oh yeah, I can just Wide Guard here. Yeah, Wide Guard Hyper Voice. Landorus can't touch me. Okay, he's not going to Sucker Punch. Good play there. How much does Hyper Voice do? Good amount to both. Whoa, he just returned Aegislash? What? Okay, maybe my opponent's just admitting defeat at this point. But I'm just going now it's over for sure. That was crazy. I was so frustrated after that first turn because he flinched me and like Hyper Voice was so big. Okay, he's gonna go Sucker Punch here onto Aegislash. Does that knock me out? Oh, I think it does. That's fine. Lopunny Lando wins me this game anyway, which is why I was a bit more carefree here. Because I actually should have just Wide Guarded and Hyper Voice, but I was afraid he could predict that and like attack into Sylveon, though that was bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have just lost both of my Pokemon for free like that, but that's fine. Because the Lando is Scarfed because we saw Kangaskhan return before the Lando, so now I just fake out and Rock Slide. Or yeah, it's basically GG. And I get another Intimidate off against Kang, obviously, which is good. But yeah, I mean, what I should have done there was Wide Guarded and Hyper Voice. There was no reason not to do that, because even if Kang targeted my Sylveon slot, like, I shouldn't have gotten Aegislash knocked out at any point. So, I mean, at least turns it into a game, but I'm just going to fake out, and I actually don't know, does U-Turn or Knockoff do more damage? Yeah, U-Turn does, so I'll fake out U-Turn, because I don't want to risk missing an attack here. And Scarf Lando here is going to get faked out. Yep, is going to faint from the fake out. And, guessing, yeah, he does go for Sucker Punch, but that's fine because Low Kick now knocks him out. As I actually survive. So, Bulky Landorus being able to take that, and I do get the U-Turn off here. Should knock out the Kangaskhan. As it does. Wow, what an episode today! So we lose the first one to an awesome team and win the second one due to a misclick on my end in a very crazy turn of events. I mean, I can't express to you, like, how fortunate things turned out there. I mean, I was gonna go for the Wide Guard. He predicted my Wide Guard. Ended up going for the obvious King Shield, and then it worked out. So what a game! What a game today! 2 awesome games as Lopunny was able to do some work in the finale of there, and it did help out a lot. So that was fantastic, and what a great way to kick this new series, or not the new series, but really the new week off as we look forward to more awesome content. So I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. As always, leave a like if you did, and I shall see you tomorrow. All right, peace, guys.